is Margaret with Recipe Amateur Investigator. Today we're going to make the world best banana cream pie by Ambitious Kitchen. So it's my first time using her recipe. So let's just see if it's the world best cream pie. It looks delicious reading it. So let's get started. First you're going to get some Nutterbutter cookies. You're going to use the whole pack of Nutterbutter cookies. And then you're going to process them. Then you're going to get 1/4 of butter, and then you're going to mix it in there. As you see, I already got some stuff done. I didn't feel like taking my big food processor out. I love this little KitchenAid one. So put this in, mix it up. You're going to set your oven at 350, and then we're going to bake this crust for 10 minutes. Now, she said that you can use a spring form pan or a deep pie crust pan, and that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use a deep pie crust pan because I got this new pan from Temptation Kitchen, and it's so pretty. I'll show it to y'all in a minute. So I got it mixed, and let me go ahead and unplug it. Put this in here. And I'm just going to pour the rest of this butter in here. And then we're going to move these out of the way. So let me just take this and move it. Be right back. Okay, so I'm back. So now that we got this done, now we're just going to mix it all up. And then we're going to put it in the pie crust. So now I got this really cute little pie pan that I absolutely love from Temptation Kitchen. I love the gray, isn't it pretty with the inside? I wish they do an animal print. So Temptation, if you're listening, I've been asking for years if you would do one with an animal print. So this is what this looks like. So we're going to spray the bottom of the pan. Forgot to get my spray out. I'm using Joy baking spray because it has a little bit of powder already in it. So I'm just going to spray it in here. Put a little bit in the middle. And then we're going to pour this pie crust in here. Now again, you can use a springform pan if you like. But I just want to show everybody how pretty this pan is. I just love it. And then you're just going to pat it down. And then we're going to bake this at 350 in the oven. So one moment. Ooh, the peanut butter. Sounds good. So we're going to put this in. And just come up to the side of the pan as well. And just kind of mix it together. And if you like, go ahead and get like something flat and just kind of press it against it. That's what she said to do. So I don't like doing that because it sticks every time to me. Maybe I should spray a little bit of Pam on it so it wouldn't stick. Okay, so this looks good to me. Sure, it's going to look good to the person who's going to be eating this as well. Now we're just going to place this in the oven for 10 minutes. So I'll be right back. Place it in the oven. Set my timer for 10 minutes. Let me wash my hands. Perfect. So the next thing I'm going to do now is make the filling of it. So with the filling, I'm going to put this pan here. Put this other one here. And let's plug in the milk. In the milk, you're going to get 2 cups of milk. And you're going to heat it up. Do not let it boil. So we're going to put the milk in, 2 cups. And these little cute little things are Rachel Ray, just to let you know. People ask me all the time, where do I get my stuff? I got these Rachel Rays on Amazon. Okay, so in my Curtis Stone pan, we're going to get, let me turn this on very low. Perfect. While that's getting warmed up, we're going to get 4 egg yolks. Put it in. one of these, because we're going to need all the egg yolks. With the egg whites, you can save them, make an omelet, make a meringue, or make those little meringue cookies. I always wanted to make those little pistachio ones. Maybe I'll save those and do pistachios. I'm just going back to the store and buying pistachios. Okay, so I got my 4 in there, egg yolks. Then you're going to get a 1/2 cup of sugar. You're going to get 1/4 of cornstarch. Get all that in there. Make it thick. Okay. Then you're going to get a pinch of salt. Pinch of salt. And then we're going to whisk this together. Let me turn my milk up because I'm almost going to need it. And then we're just going to whisk this all together in this pan. That's the Italian in me, making everything fly. Okay. This all together. Get everything from the sides. Now this one does take a little bit of time, so sorry this film is a little bit longer. Let me just get this all mixed together. Okay. So we're going to just whisk it together. It says to do that. And let me just get this milk going. It looks like it is going. Now we're going to turn it off because it's nice and warm. We don't want it to boil. So I'm going to unplug it just to make sure I do not turn it back on. Plug this one in, but do not turn it on yet. So we don't want the eggs to cook. So we're going to do 1/3 at a time and whisk this together. So, here just in case I need it. So I got me a 1/3 somewhere around here. Oh, I think I put it in here. Here's my 1/3. So let me just clean the bottom of it. So I'm just going to get 1/3 of milk at a time, and we're going to whisk this. Again, the idea is not to cook the egg yolk. That's why you do it little at a time. Just like when I make those amaretto cream brulee, I showed you do not mix it all at one time because you do not want to make eggs, scramble eggs. So I get some more. Thought that would work, but it's not. So got my little ladle. So we're just going to keep doing this a little at a time and whisk this. Once we get this all whisked in here, then we're going to turn this on and add the rest of the ingredients. So, he does not want to come out. There we go. Okay. And it's supposed to get really thick like peanut butter, I was told when I was reading it. Okay. Perfect. So let's go ahead and add in some more milk. I'm just going to pour it a little at a time. And whisk. I need a 3rd arm. 1 arm to be whisking, while the other 2 are pouring. Okay. Okay, and it's starting to look good. So in the recipe, it does say after when you finish doing like a little bit like this, you can pour the rest in here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pour the rest in and keep whisking like it said to do. Then I'm supposed to turn this on to medium heat, but this is a Curtis stove, so I'm going to go ahead and do it on low because I know how this works. It cooks so quickly, this Curtis stove. And then we're just going to let this go, and we're going to add the rest of the ingredients. So the rest of the ingredients, once this gets a little thicker, we're going to add in the vanilla, the butter, and don't forget the bourbon. So I'll be right back in a second. Let me get this getting thicker and I'll be right back. So now it's nice and thick, as you see. So what I'm gonna do is turn it off. And then I'm going to add in, how much butter did it say? Butter, 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 butter. It says 1/4, and cut it in cubes. So I got that in there. And we're just going to mix it up in here. Just going to mix it. Then we're going to get 1 tablespoon. As everybody know, I love to call my vanilla magic, and I just love this Mexican vanilla. And you do 1 tablespoon. Let's mix that in there. Ooh, come look. Look at that. So pretty. Then, from this, then we're going to go ahead and add in 1 tablespoon of bourbon. Ooh, my apple pie. I'm thinking of apple pie in my head when I think of bourbon, because I have a nice recipe with apple pie too, with bourbon. That was really good. So we got this done in here, so you see, and it's nice and done. So I'm going to go take out the crust. Oh my gosh, the crust smells so good. It just smells like peanut butter. So much. So get my little, bring everything over here so I can show you. Let me get my little rack. Turn off my oven. And here is the pie crust. Look how pretty it looks. There's the pie crust. So we're going to have to do another little pause because I have to wait till the pie crust to cool down. Once it cools down, I'll show you what we're going to do next with the bananas. See you in a minute. So the pie crust is cooled down. So you're going to cut up about 3 bananas. Cut them up. We're going to put those on the bottom of the peanut butter crust. Just put these in here. Just put them anywhere up around so that everybody can get a slice. Some bananas. Looks good to me. Move that around. Put this one over here. Ooh. Maybe some chocolate syrup or caramel. Oh, okay. Let me just follow the recipe. So the next you're going to do is get your filling. So we're going to get the filling. We're just going to layer it on here. I think next time when I make this, I would double the filling, guys. Tell you honestly. It doesn't look like it makes that much, but so let's put this in here. Trying to get every bit of this filling. Okay. So it's in here. Let's taste it. Oh, it's very good, very good, very good. Okay, so now we're going to put this in the refrigerator for, you can say she said up to 2 to 4 hours, and then we'll make the topping for it. But again, if I was going to make this again, as you see, it's not that much filling. I would double this recipe for the filling, just so it makes it thicker. So let's put this in the refrigerator, and then I'll come back in a couple of hours, and then we'll make the whipped cream topping. See you in a bit. So now we're going to make the whipping cream for the pie. So I know how to make whipping cream. I've done this so many times, so it's so easy to do. So you're going to go ahead and get your KitchenAid or any type of a beater that you have. I got my whisk in. You're going to use 2 cups of whipping cream. So let me put my whipping cream in here. Put it right here. I knew that was going to happen. So let's go ahead and put the whipping cream in, which is going to be 2 cups of the heavy cream. And then put this back in. Let's see if I can fit this back in here. Oh, it's not cooperating. Okay, there's a little thing. Okay, there it goes. Put it in here. Then you're gonna turn this on. Lock it in, turn it on. And you're gonna do it at high speed, just to let you know. So while this is going right now, you're going to get 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar. Now that confection sugar. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to let this go a little bit higher because you want it to get thick. And then you're going to get a half of a teaspoon. You can use a whole teaspoon if you want. So I'm just going to put 1, she said half. So I'm just going to fill this up to a little bit, to half. And we're just going to let it go. Now we're just going to let it heat. It's going to start getting thick now. Just see how it's starting to get a little bit thicker. And if it doesn't get so thick, what you can do is, what I do is start out with 3, then you just go ahead and add another 1 in. Because it's the cream with the powdered sugar that makes it that thick whipping cream. So as you see, it's starting to get there. See how it's getting thicker? Now we're really going high speed. As you see, it's starting to get a little thicker. See how it gets thicker? But it's not thick enough. So I'm just going to add in just a little bit more of the powdered sugar. This really makes it really thick. I'm going to let it go just a little bit more. And while that's beating, as you see it's getting thicker, I'm going to take out the pie. So let that go. It's getting really thick now if you look at it. Okay. As you see how thick that is? That's some thick. That's what you want your whipping cream to look like. So then you're just going to get the whipping cream. Tastes awesome. Then get your spatula and you just put it on top. So we're just going to put it on top. And then we're just going to spread it on. Okay. Let's keep spreading it a little bit more. Now, again, when you make this, double the filling. Because I put a little note, that's what I would do. So, maybe her pie dish wasn't as big as mine, so maybe it was a pie dish, deep dish. Okay. So we got this on here, and there is your banana cream pie. Now, if you want, I can go get some chocolate. We can make some shaving on there. Be right back. I do have some chocolate. Actually, I have some Belgium dark chocolate, which I use these to make my croissants. Like these little Belgium. And then we're just going to put some on here. And just put some shaving. Ooh, look how pretty that looks. Now you can do thicker shaving if you want. I kind of like the smaller shavings. Oops. And just put some chocolate on top of it. Now you got a chocolate peanut butter, world famous banana cream pie. When Elvis Presley fans out there know that Elvis would love this because you know he loved his peanut butter. So this is the picture of the world famous banana cream pie. I wanted to save it for dinner, but what I'm going to do is just take a small bite and see what it tastes like. I got some of the crust. I got some of the, see how I was trying to say if there's not enough filling? That's why I would add more filling to it. Let's taste it. It's really good. I would make this recipe next time, double the fillings. So if you like this recipe, hit subscribe. If you're on the web page, I noticed if you do it through the internet, you'll see a picture of me of the Recipe Amateur logo like this. Press on it, hit subscribe, go to my playlist and look at all my other videos. So, and I'm also on Facebook at Recipe Amateur Investigator on the group page and also on Instagram. So thank you for coming into my kitchen. I hope your family loves this world famous banana cream pie as much as my family's gonna enjoy it tonight for dinner. Bye guys.